Floss Tube, it's Kerry and Stitches. It's Friday the 18th of November and this is Floss Tube 134. It's like it's difficult. It's like I haven't been doing this for 134 Floss Tubes. I hope you're all well. I've had a great stitchy fortnight. Welcome if you're new. It's lovely to have you here with me. Click the bell, do the like, subscribe, that thing. All the little things that have come across the bottom of the screen. And welcome back if you're returning. It's always lovely to be amongst friends. So, I had a birthday last week. I had a birthday start, a birthday page finish. I've had 2 other finishes this week. It's all go. It's all go. What else? So, what's birthday? Yeah, had a nice birthday with the fam. Went to the garden centre, went out for lunch. Yeah, that's about it. You know, it's all quiet. Well, yeah. Because apparently that's what you do next my age. You go out for lunch at your favourite cafe, coffee shop, and then you go to garden centres. That was a bit of a disappointment. It's a brand new one. A bit disappointing. Won't go back. I'll stick to my very local one, which is awesome. So, I have had fabulous stitchy happy mail this week, and I'll share all that shortly. Making plans for 2023. Didn't know what year it was. Yeah, so shall we just jump straight into it? I'm trying to think what's happening with the family. Nothing. It's all much the same. We're all ticking along as we do. So, hot cup of coffee. Let's see how warm it is by the time I finish this floss tube. The hotter it is at the end, the better it is for you. Right. So, let's start with whips. So, I caught up to the end of November. No. Because that would mean I am some kind of mystical person who can predict the weather accurately. And I'm not, so. Ooh, molting still. So I did catch up to the end of November, apart from October. Maybe I've shown you this. Maybe I haven't worked on this in the last 2 weeks. So that's where we're at now. That's to the end of October. Just need to pop a pumpkin in. Oh no, it's got wedding rings. I thought there was a gap there in the... But it isn't, it's got wedding. So there we go. So this is Jardin Prive. It's temperature pattern of 2020. And this is the little houses. And this is on 18 count pewter PTP with DMC. So it's amazing that I literally 2 more months and I'm done. So I do need to catch up. That's on the agenda for this weekend. Pulling out through. My thread's all tangled. So, next, I'm not going to show you my finishes. Can't see my finishes yet. And a couple of secret stitch finishes as well. So, can't show you those. It's been really busy. My stitch from stash will be great this month. So I think I've finished everything I thought I'd get finished, with the exception of possibly Cardinal Points, but okay. So, Cardinal Points, long dog samplers. In association with the Gentle Art, there we go. Gift pattern and bag were gifted me by Christine. Fabric by Sharon, which is 36 count Ivory Zweigart. And I got the threads. Let's pull the pattern back out of the bag. And that's where we're at. So, since you last saw, let's just shuffle this a bit. Okay, I have finished this bit here and the border at the bottom. This bit actually goes in, that's actually page 5, which is the middle page, which is all I've got left to do. And obviously I just need to do the personalisation there. And I'm going to steal Helen Lee's idea because it says, how it's written is, so it would say Kerry, so it reads across that way for the 2 lines, but like Helen said, because you've got the big tree in the middle, it kind of feels like it should read you know, Kerry P wrought this in, wrought this in, and then go Worcestershire 2022. So yeah, I want to change it a bit. So I want it just kind of so it reads in sections rather than all the way across, because it feels, Helen's absolutely right. So I'm completely crediting Helen D with that idea. It wasn't mine. I'd have just done it as charted. Well, except I'd have changed my name. Anyway, so show you what's left to do. Is basically got a whole urn. So which urn is it? That's basically what I've got left to do. So it's essentially one whole urn, because I've already done the flower from the one side. The 2 flowers on the one side, because it's 2 whole flowers. Sorry, 1 whole urn, grapes, a cardinal and a tree, and then I'm swapping out these 2 flowers and the crown for the other 3 dogs that we've had. We've had more than that, but that's the best I can do, because it would be hard to get Ben on there as well. Anyway, so Cardinal Points. I can't believe how close I am. The border matches up. It's all good. I've checked that line too. That should match up, and that one will go down around, but it's the right height. It's all good. It's going to match up. I'm very happy. And then I need to seriously do some thread clipping on the back, because there's lots of each one of these flowers took kind of 1.5 thread lengths, maybe 1 1/3. So there's always, nearly every single one of them has got, you know, an inch tail at the end, at the back of it. So that's that. So I had a birthday new start, which wasn't one of my, originally back earlier in the year, when I said I was going to, you know, kitted all that stuff up and made a floss tube and started like 3 other things. I was going to, let's just take everything out of here because I'll need some of the rest of it in a minute, except for that and that. Oh, and the chart for this thing. Oh no, I've got it. So I started this. I've pulled the fabric, and I was like, I really want to get this done. I really want to get it done before Christmas. And 12 weeks ago when it came out, I was like, oh, that's a row a week. Yay, no problem. And then I was like, oh, didn't get started. 6 rows a week. 6 rows. 6 sections. So that's what I've been doing. So this is by Faye Walsh for Cross Stitcher magazine, and this is in issue 389. Back issues are available. Yeah, so I've just pulled out a piece of green Rustico 14 count and pop that behind it. Look at that size. And as you can see, I didn't leave myself much in the way of borders, but hey ho, it's fine. I wanted to do it on this because I just kind of saw that piece in my offcuts bag and went, do you know what, that is perfect for it. And the greens show up nicely. And the only colours I've got to worry about, the white will show up because it's got snowflakes on it. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, so there we go. So obviously I've completed the trees. I am going to sub in some etoile for some of the bits and bobs. And might throw in a few beads because I'm extra. And then I've started the snowflake mode. So my 2 rows a week is not happening because I'm already behind. But now I found my etoile. That was a whole saga yesterday. I've got kind of my everyday stitchy stuff. The stuff that, so I have a cabinet in the lounge. That's the top half is my buffet display bit. The bottom half is my stitching cupboard. And I couldn't find the etoile. And it houses all my gentle arts threads. It houses all my fabric, things that I use relatively regularly, like the glues and my cording drill, buttons and stuff like that. Stuff kind of what I would call the regular, kind of the, not everyday, but frequent use stuff. There you go. And I had the entire... Now, normally I can just lean in. It's quite a squeeze between the sofa. I can normally lean in, get what I need out, you know, done. Moved the sofa out the way, had the doors wide open, sat on the floor, pulling everything out. Couldn't find the étoile anywhere. Nope. And I wanted it for another project as well, which I wanted to finish yesterday. And I thought, I'll need it for that. Don't know where it is. It must be kitted up in something. I'm like, nope, I haven't got any étoile kitted up in anything at the moment, which I knew I hadn't. So, it was one of those days. It was a busy day yesterday. We had an appointment in the morning at the hospital. We had, I came home and then had to work. I couldn't take the day off because I was super busy. Came home and was really busy at work. Finished that. We're like, okay, my son started his new job last night. And so I was trying to do an early dinner. And it was all kind of one of those days where you just kind of like bounce from one thing to another in a frantic rush. The cupboard's going everywhere. And I'm like, oh, I've got to go out, pile it all back in again. Go to shut the door, 4 things fall out. You know, it's one of those. And got back from running some errands and everything, fed the boy. Right, one last place to look. Let me check my footstool. Bearing in mind that I did my whip parade a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, well, I didn't see it in there when I had every single whip out. So I was a bit kind of, right, it's a bit odd. Pulled every single thing out. And I've got my old stitching journals in there. And it had gotten wedged behind my old stitching journal, which I don't think's moved in a long time, so I don't know how it got there. Anyway, I found my étoile. And also found bags and bags of thread that I hadn't put away. So, put lots of thread away. Looked at all my Jodrey Designs threads and went, I really need to bombinate these. Because I've got half box, I've got, you know, a dozen skeins on floss drops. I've got 20 odd bobbinated, and then the rest are still in their twists as they come. I was like, I've got to sort this out. It's an absolute mess. Didn't do that yesterday, but I think between Christmas and New Year kind of job. Anyway, I found the étoile. Long story short, I found the étoile, and I think I'm going to do the hearts in étoile, the big heart in étoile, probably that one too, the snowflakes in étoile, and maybe the ornament at the top, and I don't know what else. That's probably, I don't want to put loads in, but just a little bit. So I think that's probably what I'll do, and I think I'll make the holly berries. So holly berries there, and all a bit. I think I'm going to make those red beads. That's the plan. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. I'm hoping to get a section a week done. So obviously I need to finish off this blue one. So the next section would be, I think it's that bit there, and then the 2 bells and the greenery is another section. And I think don't even know what that between the 2 reds there is another section, and then just the holly leaves and the bauble. So that's my plan. Or possibly I'll spend the week before Christmas doing it. It'll be one or the other. So I've got on my list 5 things now I want to get finished before Christmas. Cardinal Points, that. Temperature Town, I want to be in a position where, you know, 2nd or 3rd January that's done. Which leaves, I've actually brought my list in. So what else? Infinite Christmas, my finite Christmas version, I want to get done, and then Tudor Bee. So those are my plans for finishes. There's a couple of other things that are kind of long shots, but maybe I can get another load into Santa Quill. That'd be quite good. I don't think I could get it finished this year. There's masses to do, but you know, I'd like to get some good progress on that actually. And then maybe my Rivara seasonal homes. But I don't want to set myself up going, I want to have another 17 finishes before Christmas, because knowing me, I'll start stitching ornaments and stuff, and because I want to stitch Christmas, and it'll all go out the window. So, finishes. I've had finishes this week. It's exciting, isn't it? So this is Rosewood Manor, Blackbirds on a Pumpkin by Rosewood Manor. I already said that. And this was from Just Cross Stitch Ornament Edition last year. And Let's just pop it on there. There you go. I love this. Really pleased. I did change it. This was supposed to say boo, so I just kind of just made it not say boo because I didn't want it to say boo because I wanted it to be an autumn piece rather than just a Halloween. Once again, teeny tiny margins. As you can see, I started there thinking it was the same width all the way along. It isn't. But it's fine. It's fine. And I'm going to add that to my FFO pile for this weekend because it's Daily 30 FFO weekend. I'll chuck that there. I finished the cross stitcher advent calendar. Let's use the advent board. There we go. And what did I change? I changed the bobble hat to be purple rather than pink because I don't like pink. It was that, it was pink, so no, yeah. I put buttons on for wheels on the truck because what I'm going to do is use something, what's it called? So you have to, as you can see, yeah. It's just fine borders, so I'm going to use a bit of foam core, kind of create kind of a frame for it in on the back of this. It should be fine. And then winter lighting floss tube, yeah. And it's got to put beads on the tree, snowflake at the top. Some are petite, some are full size. The cup, and basically anywhere it says it should have had French knots, I put beads. There's some on the cup there. And then we've got, some in the sleigh here. Oh, yeah, at the star at the top. There's only 5 I've got beads in. And the the snowman on the ice skate have got petite beads. I can't show you there. Yeah, anyway, it was a fun stitch. And I've decided when this all gets battered and ruined, what I will do is I'm going to get some of those wood slices and I will just turn them into ornaments. Because they are cute little stitches. There's some, I'm not really an angel person, but there are some. And I think I'm actually going to stitch the robin for my mum this year because she loves a robin. And my other finish, 14 cat Aida with kit threads. But Cross Stitcher magazine, you do not need to put 35 colours into a thing. 35. It's silly. They had essentially different colours for other than like the dark grey. Other than the dark grey and the white and one of the reds, different colours for every single. And I started to get to the point where I was doubling up. You just kind of so there were 4 shades of grey in it. And some of them are so similar, it's ridiculous. There were 4 reds. Might actually have 3 reds rather. Might have been 2. Couldn't quite tell the difference between 2 of them. Blues again. Couldn't tell the difference between some of them. Yellows. There were 4 yellows. Can't tell the difference between 2 of them. Yeah, 3 different colour aquas. I think there were 6 blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 blues. It was just kind of to the point where you need, light, medium, dark, and you might want a shade difference, but it got silly. It really got silly. Yeah. Anyway, my final finish of the day is Dancer by Barbara Anna, and that was from the Winter Punch Needle and Primitive Stitching magazine. I am absolutely in love with this. I finished this yesterday. Absolutely in love. Oh, there we go. So, couple of slight changes. I didn't put in as a cartouche with the date and a random date, and I didn't put that in because I didn't like it. I stitched, the reason why I was playing Hunt the Étoile was I wanted it for the lantern, and I found it and put it in. And then I changed the wreath, it's kind of the viney wreathy thing around the deer, should have been in white, or possibly pale grey. And I decided I didn't like that, and I didn't put them in. So I changed it for Sparklies threads. One with the green is Mirkwood, and the red is Berry Festive, which was actually dyed especially for me. Well, not just for me, because Kate will sell it, but was dyed at my request. There we go. And this is on 32 count Basalt Splash by Zweigart, and I absolutely love this. So I'm super pleased with that. And My original finishing idea has been changed. I'm hoping it's going to work. Yeah, should be fine. Anyway, and you'll see why in a minute. So, moving on to things that came through my door in the post section. So, let's have a quick drink. I participated in Link is My Homeboy's winter swap. I sent my parcel to Jessica, who is Starry Sky Stuff on Instagram, I think. Anyway, hi Jessica, 'cause I know you watch. Oh, it was really hard not being able to show my floss tube and everything. Anyway, so I'll insert a picture of what I made for Jessica here, whilst I make a note. I can't because I've flung my floss tube notes somewhere. Oh well. Yeah, so I stitched her Gingerbread Manor from Stone Street Stitchworks, and made a little scissor fob for her. That's on 32 count. I think it's Haboob from Chromatic Alchemy. It's definitely a Chromatic Alchemy. It's definitely 32 count. But I forget what the colour is. Anyway, yeah. So that was a fun little stitch. So I received mine yesterday from none other than Dr. Christie, who is one of the most awesome human beings on the planet. And she stitched me this piece of beautifulness. And it's a Barbara Anna. And she's all the snowflakes of Etoile. It's amazing. Love it. So, although these are in the blue, kind of like a grey, bluey grey with a dark red, they are the same as the ones at the bottom of this. So my theory is, and they're both on kind of spotty fabric in grey with a similar colour palette. So I was going to frame this just as a square frame. I'm going to hoop it now. So it's gorgeous and I absolutely love it. And I couldn't be happier. Look, so Anna. Christie has beautiful, beautiful stitching. And she also sent me a little wooden sled. She knows I love my finishing. One of her spoolery key rings. And I love these little fat spools, like kind of like bobbins. They're so cute. Look. Building silks. Ooh. So I'm really pleased to have that. I'll put it on my gold scissors. And one of her trees in a spool. Bottle brush, that's what I'm looking for. And I love this. And colours are perfect for me. And that's going to go in my tree, in my unit with the trees. Oh, so happy. Yes. So that's my idea. Oh, so that came yesterday. It's like a fantastic week, but like presents galore. I had another piece of stitched goodness in the post. Sharon sent me a wonderful birthday package. I'll show you a few bits from it. So she stitched me this. Oh, it's actually got glass on. It's lovely daisy with, and this was a kit, and she told me where it was from, and I can't remember because it's lovely. And it's got a little stand that you can stand it up, so it's currently on my shelf. And she sent me the sunflower sampler kit from Heart in Hand, because we both saw that and loved it. We were talking about it back in the summer. She went, oh, I really want to get this. And I went, oh, that's on my wish list too. And lo and behold, it was a birthday present. Which probably means we need to start it together. 2 pieces of fabric. Okay, so this is a Fox and Rabbit one. And it's called Eureka, and it's 32 count. And this one is Lakeside Linen in Nutmeg. Again, 32 count. No. And this was ABC, because she knows it was one of the ones I wanted from Market. Yeah, it was Market. And the DMC to go alongside it. So that'll be another start. I think that might be my New Year, New Start. Sharon, you heard this first, because I do believe Sharon has it too. and then just some nice finishing bits. Oh, and a fantastic tote that's in the other room. I forgot to bring it in. Just a little sewing tin and bee needle minder. So absolutely spoilt. Along with a few pastel slash patterns, but I'll show you those as and when I start them. My friend Steph sent me this beautiful pin cushion to stitch, to make. It's got lots of specialty stitches in. Lazy daisies and French knots and I'm going to say feather stitch, I think it is. Smyrnas, cross stitch, and I see another quite complicated one there, red and green and white one, so we'll have to see what that is. A stitch guide, DMC, yeah, so put that together. I haven't done one from last birthday. Right, yes. Oh. And what else did I have? So that's my birthday good. Oh, and I had a sewing machine for my birthday because my other one died of death. It was old though, it was about 10 years old, my other sewing machine. So we were at that point where it was replace or repair and the cost was going to be about the same. So I've had a new Shiny Brother machine. So I'm excited. It's FFO weekend at Daily 30. So not only were the finishes very timely, so new sewing machine. All those stockings can finally get done. I haven't been able to do them. Daily 30 boutique, I had a piece of silk quilter. So, I don't know, so 32 count as well. So, just a kind of, oh, actually, that's a good one. It's very similar. This is Harvest Blush from Sparklies, and I absolutely adore it. It's one of my favourite fabrics, and I've just realised how similar these two fabrics are. So, I haven't got, perfect. It's about as pink as I'll go. I also got one of the sleds from Patchwork Rabbit Stock, the Foxwood Crossing sleds. Foxwood Crossing? Yeah, let's go with that. And this is the big one because I have actually got the pattern for it. And kind of hoping I might get it done before Christmas. Seems unlikely, but you know, we'll give it a go. I haven't pulled any threads for it. And I've also had the Just Cross Stitch ornament edition for this year. What do I like? I'm just going to point to ones on the cover, it's going to be quicker. I like that one. Got my finger over it. I like that one. That's funny, rain dance. So I can see those three in my future. Let's have a quick flick through. I'm not an angel person, so nothing there jumps out at me. I do like the fact that they colour code their sections, it makes life a bit easier. And we've got, I do like that star one. I really like star shaped ornaments. I don't know, I might even try and get that done this year. Who's that by? Naoko Kudo. Okay. Let's just go through praiseworthy stitches. Oh, it's got that reindeer on. That's cute as well. Yeah. Robins are sweet. I like the Christmas woodpecker actually, so who's that by? Oh, Punch Noka. Oh, we've changed. Should have post-it noted this, but never mind. Oh, Santas. I quite like the Lucy Heaton one on the blue. It's quite nice. I'm assuming it's Lucy Heaton, only because. Oh no, it's not. Stitchy Fish design. Just like there's a Lucy Heaton one that's a bit very similar. I'm sure 6. I've seen that snowman one though, because you do plastic cones. I've seen one like that before. I quite like the letter. A scrap of chalkboard. What's it, maybe? I said I like the Joy one. That is from the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. I quite like that one at the bottom. I don't know if I'd stitch it, but I like it. Mermaid one's a bit odd. Gonna have to say that. Kind of. Oh, okay. C. Okay, it's only works if it's a pun. C, as in SEA. Season's greetings. Okay. All right, it works. It's a pun. Okay, sweet treats. I don't know. I kind of quite like jars, but yeah, probably wouldn't stitch it. Have we got another section, or is it just the recipes? Just the recipes. So there we go. So yeah, maybe 1 or 2 I'd stitch. I don't know. There we go. So that's this year's. When you say punch needle, then it's not. I need to renew my subscription. Just cross stitch. Oh, that was quicker than I thought. So I'm done. I am going to. I kind of feel like I've missed stuff out, but I don't think so. Anyway, my friends, I am done. That is my floss tube for this week. I shall be back. So I could try and work out what I was tapping on the table. I'll be back in a couple of weeks with my stitchy update, and let's see how far along on the great FFO weekend that I had. So hopefully there's a chance I might be able to show you 15 FFOs. Wouldn't that be nice? And some secrets. I've got some secret ones to FFO as well this weekend. So look out for photographs of those in the new year. Yeah. So until next time, friends, have a great stitchy week, and I will see you all in December. I think 2nd of December is my next floss tube too. So I will see you all soon, friends. Take care and happy stitching, and I'll see you all in a couple of weeks. Bye bye.